are you looking at? Hi. What do you see? What do you see? Hi. Hi there. Happy 5 months. Happy 5 months. Look at those feet go. Look at those feet go. Are you 5 months old today? Can you believe it? Yeah. 20 weeks. Oh, 20 weeks since you've been born. Yay. Do you see it? Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hi. Look at those legs go. Look at those legs go. Yeah. Hi. Hi. 5 months. I can't believe we're 5 months. Right, Hollis? 5 months postpartum, and my hair started falling out roughly around 4.5 months. As everyone can tell, I chopped off almost 14 inches. I donated 12 inches of that to Wigs for Kids. It's one of the best wig donation foundations that I've found that actually give wigs for free as opposed to locks of love. So yeah, that's been really the only big change. I tried going low carb and I ended up gaining like 17 pounds, and that was under the advice of my doctor, because I asked her, how can I focus on losing weight? I don't want to lose my supply. I am an obese person. I need to lose the weight. I need to get healthy. Not just for myself, but for my son too. And so she's recommended the low carb diet. For me, low carb was anything. I couldn't go less than 150 grams of carbs because of my breastfeeding and all that. So I focused on the carb intake. She told me don't worry about the calorie intake. And I ended up gaining like 17 pounds. I was pretty fucking pissed. Like, what was the point of doing that? Like, I was 235 pounds. And everything was like perfect. Like I'd already lost that initial like 32 pounds that I had gained, that I gained from my pregnancy with Hollis. And it's so funny because like I gained all of that weight in my last trimester, like literally like the last month really leading up to his birth. And then right after I gave birth, I weighed myself and I was already down 27 pounds. So I know that most of that was baby and the fluids and all of, all that stuff. He's so cute. He's so happy. Hi, happy baby. Anyways, yeah, I had gained like 17 pounds on this low carb diet. And it's so frustrating because to get off my blood pressure medication, in order for my CRP to go down and my ESR rate to go, to get to better numbers and to not be having higher blood pressure like having high blood pressure numbers on my monitor at home, I really had to focus on potassium. And potassium is in almost all fruits, a lot of vegetables, a lot of dairies. It's not really found in like meats. I mean, you can find some potassium in meats, but it's not really a significant source. So I've been focusing on just eating lots of fruits and vegetables to keep my potassium around 5,000 milligrams, which is really hard if you're trying to go low carb. So I went low carb for roughly, I think I want to say like 2 weeks. And in that 2 weeks time frame, I ended up gaining like 17 pounds or whatever. And then it was probably like 3 weeks, really. It was like 5 pounds a week. It was really devastating to me because I was like, what the hell is happening? Like, why is the scale, showing this when I'm supposed to be losing weight? And everyone that says they go on low carb, they lose weight really quickly, but it did the opposite for me. Excuse me. So instead, I decided, you know what? Fuck the low carb. We're not gonna do fucking low carb anymore. Like, we're not gonna do fad diets. We're not gonna do, shit like that. Like, so Andrew and I started watching like all the food documentaries, like Food for Change, Forks Over Knives, OMG GMO, or something like that. The Food Conspiracy, Food Inc., like all of those on Netflix. Like, they're really, really good, like, documentaries on food. And Andrew decided that he's ready to completely cut sugar out. Like added sugar, not natural sugar. So we've been kind of developing a good eating plan, and I've been reading more books like The Beauty Diet by David Wolfe. It's a really good one that talks about whole food and veganism and, the benefits. So, I mean, it's not just for people who want to, go vegan. It's, there are some guidelines in there for like meat and dairies and stuff like that. So, but we decided to cut out the added sugars, which is really hard because there's added sugar in everything. Even more so, just like breads and stuff. Hollis, what's wrong? What's the matter? So Andrew has me making homemade bread now with like 1 teaspoon of sugar. And I use coconut sugar, so we don't use white sugar in this house. We use like coconut sugars or like honey. Try to find more natural sources as opposed to just cane sugar. Cane sugar is, it's not terrible, but it's not the best. We also stopped using anything that wasn't grass-fed. So we switched over to all grass-fed, dairy, raw milk. This is a newer change for us. Is the raw milk. It actually tastes better than the pasteurized, homogenized crap. So we've been drinking the raw milk, which has living enzymes in it, which is so healthy for me and Hollis. I mean, it's more living enzymes in me is better because it makes my breast milk, very pure, and it, it's great for you. There's a lot of benefits for weight loss. There's a lot of benefits for like leaky gut and healing your gut, because of all the living enzymes. So I would recommend, if you're not pregnant or have like a lowered immune system to the point where, well, I guess it wouldn't really matter because, you can get listeria off spinach now because of the fact that they put, the overfill of crap, literal crap from farms goes into the water system for other plants. So that's how listeria spreads. But yeah, so far. Oh, and we started adding in. This was on the beauty diet book. It's a liter of water in the morning before you start your day. So, which is like 32 ounces or something like that. It's close to that. So we just get like a 32-ounce bottle, fill it up with water, and we drink that first. Give our body like 15, 20 minutes to kind of settle in, and then we'll eat breakfast. We're going to be adding in spirulina here in this, like today is going to be our first day with spirulina. So we're hoping that will help kind of detox our systems. Chlorella is better for detoxing and, pulling heavy metals from our bodies. Me and Andrew, we try not to expose ourselves to heavy metals or neurotoxins, anything like that in general. Like, we don't use fluoridated toothpaste, but we drink the tap water. So it's, I'm sure we get more fluoride in the tap water than we would if we actually had fluoride toothpaste at this point. I would love to save up and get one of those Berkey water filtration systems. Oh my God. That's like, it's so nice. If you've never heard of one, look it up. It's so cool. But yeah, we're just trying to eat healthy, eating more. It's okay, Alice. It's okay. Eating more like good nuts, like almonds. Trying to slowly steer away from peanut butter, like peanuts. They're just really kind of fatty. Hollis, what's the matter? It's okay. I have a hard time getting away from the peanuts. I've got sugar-free peanut, like just plain natural peanut butter, no preservatives, no sugars, like added sugars, none of that crap. And it got me a while to get used to that. So I'm sure, maybe a couple more notches over, I'll start adding in like the almond butters and like making our own almond butter. I'd rather go to like PCC or Whole Foods and just get the grinder that turns it into almond butter. It's much better for you that way anyway. Hollis, what's the matter? What's the matter? What else? Oh, I lost 5 pounds this week, just this week, from like the no sugars and adding in just the 32 ounces of water to start my day. And then the rest of the day, I just kind of drink water throughout the day. I don't really rely on as much water and electrolyte. Like, I don't drink Powerade anymore because I don't need the electrolyte system like I did when I was on my blood pressure medication trying to get off of it because my body was very sensitive. Hollis, what's wrong? But anyways, do you need a bink? 1 second, guys. Okay. Sorry, I had to fix Hollis. Give him his binky and a blanket. So what else was I saying? You're fine. Yeah, I lost just 5 pounds this week. Just cutting out the sugars. Just like the added sugar. Like fruits and stuff have sugar in it. It's a different kind of sugar. It processes through the body differently. We're just trying to cut out anything that has sugar in the label or hidden sugars. We don't eat anything that has like artificial sweeteners or like artificial flavors or dyes. My nose ring is tickling. We never really ate that stuff, so that wasn't really a hard one to kick, although I had like a cup of the like diet root beer. Terrible for you. And I shit you not, I had like a reaction. Like I needed more. Like I actually had to take a few days to detox just from that because I was fighting myself pulling into like this I need it as opposed to just I want it. And that, folks, is that's a chemical dependency reaction from the aspartame in the diet soda. Like your body literally, your brain, it's not even your body, it's your brain, literally reacts to the aspartame and sucralose and, crap like that. And your body gives this reaction, and your brain tells your body, you need this. Because it's literally just like it's a chemical dependency. That's what it is. It's terrible for you. Awful, awful stuff. And just in those few days of drinking it and then having that reaction of actual cravings, I was like, holy shit, like that's crazy. And like that was the first diet soda I'd had in like probably like 4 or 5 years. Like I don't drink diets anything because of the bad crap in it. I don't know what pushed me to drink it. I think I was just thirsty and it was just there, and usually I don't ever do that. So that was a really interesting kind of tidbit for me. So what else? That's really it. Hollis is teething and rolling, not quite crawling yet. Lots of talking. I have a feeling we'll have a first word probably maybe by 6 or 7 months. He's getting really close with saying mama. He's obsessed with Hawaii Five-O. That's his calm down show, which is, I know, terrible for kids to be watching TV right now, but it makes him happy. But, yeah, still doing dog walking and being active. Oh, for Lent, and if anybody knows this, me and Andrew are not religious. We just decided to use Lent for an excuse. For Lent, we decided to cut fast food out completely. We started with absolutely no buying it. If someone bought it and they bought it for us, then we would eat it, which happened once in the entire 31 days or whatever it was. I think we're still in Lent, but we're just continuing the streak. Yeah, one time, and it was Arby's, and I had the worst stomach ache ever. It was terrible, and that was about halfway into our change of no fast food, because, I mean, when we were on the go, we're still on the go all the time. We stop and come home and make food, or we go to like PCC or Whole Foods and find something that's been made with minimal ingredients. But yeah, fast food, that was really tough. I mean, I would get like massive burger cravings, and I mean, it's just terrible for you. It's just crap. It's all it is. It's not even like real food. It's just garbage. But we got into a habit of eating fast food like literally every day. Like whether like I would get a lot of like yogurt parfaits, like just like yogurt stuff, and we would get like tacos. Like we would find like healthier options. Like I would get things with no bun, less cheese and less sauces. But the reality is it's just garbage. I don't have any reason to be eating that shit. So, I mean, that alone, once we cut out the fast food, I want to say, I don't know how much Andrew's lost, but I lost probably a good like 3 or 4 pounds just by not eating at fast food. So, I'm almost back down to where I was. I've got about probably like 8 more pounds left, maybe 9 more pounds. I have to weigh myself again, but Hollis. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up because it's turning into a very long video. But those are the updates: hair loss, weight gain, and then weight loss. Still breastfeeding. Hollis is teething, rolling, almost fully sitting unassisted. We're almost there. But yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. And if you're new to my channel, I just uploaded like a billion photos or videos because I got sidetracked with life. There are playlists for trying to conceive. There are playlists for informational videos on trying to conceive, like how to check your cervix, what you're looking for, pineapple, core, grapefruit juice, all that fun stuff. There's a pregnancy kind of, what's it called? Playlist. There's not a lot of videos. Sorry. I slacked hardcore in my pregnancy. I have some videos, but none that like no update videos. I have like videos of like Hollis kicking my belly, and that's about it. Like I don't really have a lot of stuff. I really slacked on making videos in my pregnancy, which I kind of regret. Kind of sucks that I didn't do that, but that's okay. And there's a couple postpartum ones. There's a billion Hollis videos because I'm constantly recording Hollis. He's growing so much, and it's just amazing watching him. So, but if you're new to my channel, subscribe. Bless you. Hollis's birth video is on my channel somewhere. And if you are looking for a support group, Trying to Conceive and Pregnancy Support, there's about 21,000 members in it. That's a group I run, and I've run that group for a couple years now. I do have a few moderators now, which is nice. It's a little overwhelming once we hit larger numbers. So if you are ever in need of support, feel free to join that group, and I'll be looking to help you. Baby dust. Hollis? Hollis? Can you say bye? Say bye-bye. Oh, guess not. Stop the